Hi friends, this is Barbie Daly with Rural Life in the Valley. Thank you for joining me today. We are back to the June challenge, Mermaids Ocean. Now this is hosted by Polly's Pretties Coloring and Crafting, and I will leave her link in the description box. It is a hashtag. If you'd like to find the other channels who are participating, use the hashtag Mermaids Ocean. So let's get started. This is actually from the other day. This is day 3, but I wanted to show you something I forgot to tell you. On this little book, the pages are thin, and so what I've done is I've doubled up the pages. So I take 2 pages and double it up, and that makes it thicker and more sturdy along with everything else that I've done. So today we are on day 4, and this challenge is, or the prompts I should say, is fish, coral, or sea plant, and a pocket. So I need to have a fish, and I need to have one of the coral or sea plants and a pocket. So here is my art for today. So what I have done is for the background, I used actually 3 colors of just copy paper. I have colored copy paper. And so the darker blue, the more teal, is 1 piece, and then I cut out some waves in 3 colors. I have a teal right here, and then sort of a mint, I guess, and then this looks gray, but it's actually just a light blue. And then I used some markers to make lines here. On the top of the wave, I used puffy paint. And then once it dried, I used a little bit of, this is called Stickles, and it's the color Unicorn. And I bought that off of Amazon. My good friend Gwen told me about it, and I liked it, and that's what I've used that a little bit. Okay, so for the fish, we've got these really cool fish. These are from the Graphics Fairy. And I printed them out in black and white. Let's see, there we go. And then I used my colored pencils to color them in. And then after I used my colored pencils, instead of using, and they're my watercolor pencils, but instead of using water, I used the Wink Estella. Now, I never knew what that was before I started doing this kind of crafting, and it is a, let me pull it off here. It's sort of like a brush pen, and it just comes out very lightly, but it gives a sparkle. You can barely see it there, but I'll show it to you under the light. So but it's wet. So when I put it on the fish, on the part that I colored with the watercolor, it's wet, so it acts like a watercolor, and it darkens it and brightens it, plus it gives it sparkles. So that's really cool. And I have, this is not white, I think it's sort of silver. I have that one, I have the gold pen, and a black one. So those are really fun tools that I use quite a bit. For the waves, here, I'm going to try to bring my lamp over, try to put it more in the light for you so you can see all the sparkles, hopefully. Okay, so for the rest of it, this is the coral. I took coral, and what I did was, this is a floral pick from the Dollar Tree, and they're tall stems, and they do look like coral. I actually had bought them to maybe use in my fairy garden, but I cut some pieces off and I put glue on the top and the bottom. I was hoping the glue on the top would help them to keep from shedding, because they really do shed. And then I got these look like glass stone stickers from the Dollar Tree. Use that. So, and then I use washi tape here. And for my sky, this is the same as the part of the blue wave. And I use the Glitterific Pop Neon Explosion. And that is right there. And it gives these nice big sparkles here. So that is it. But wait a minute. There's more. Where's the mermaid? And where's the pocket? Well, come take a look. Here she is in the pocket. So I'm gonna pull her out. Again, she's graphic fairy. I printed it out in, it was black and white, and then I did what they call a fussy cut as much as I could. And I'll bring her up closer. And maybe you can see the sparkles there. There you see a little bit of sparkles. So the washi tape, that's why I did the washi tape here. I was afraid if I glued it down that it might come apart. So she fits very carefully in the pocket. I'll just put her out halfway so you can see her. And so I think that's it. So these are the things that I used. If you want to take a screenshot, if you want to see all the different things that I use, there you go. I think I've told you everything about it that I do. So I want to thank you again for stopping by and watching to see what I've made. I'm excited for the next day. That is going to be bubbles and pastel colors. So I'll have to figure out how I'm going to make bubbles. So once again, thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day or evening wherever in the world you are. Bye-bye.